Boris Johnson simply laughed in the face of the French ambassador after she warned him Brexit was about to get very difficult for him days after the 2016 referendum, it has been revealed, and Sylvie Berman has poured cold water on the idea of Britain rejoining the EU, admitting, "We have to accept things the way they are." Ms. Berman, who served as France's UK representative from 2014 to 2017, hit the headlines this week after she described the Prime Minister as a liar. However, she indicated that the then Mayor of London had made it clear he did not take her opinion particularly seriously. Shortly after the UK voted to quit the bloc almost 5 years, Ms. Berman invited Mr. Johnson, who had campaigned for vote leave, to her official London residence for a celebration to mark Bastille Day. Mr. Johnson stood up to make a speech, but things took an awkward turn when several British guests began booing him. Ms. Berman told the New European, "I was embarrassed as he was my guest and so I made a point of accompanying him to his car when he left shortly afterwards. He was saying they were only a few Remainers and he wasn't to worry as everything was going to be all right. I told him things were actually going to get very difficult for the UK and he needed to understand that. He just laughed." Ms. Berman has since written a book entitled Goodbye Britannia in which she laments the UK's decision to leave the EU. During the course of the interview, the 67-year-old, who describes Mr. Johnson as an inveterate liar, made her contempt for Brexit plain, describing it as a navel-gazing and masochistic comedy. Making it clear she blamed Mr. Johnson in large measure, she suggested he would use the forthcoming G7 summit and the COP26 climate change conference, both of which are being hosted by the UK, to stress the UK's influence on the world stage. However, she added, "After that, I am not so sure." Supporters of Brexit had pinned their hopes on a new relationship with America, but President Biden's overriding concern is his relationship with China. Ms. Berman crowed, "The EU, as the first trade bloc, will be important in helping to develop that. It seems to me the big continents will shape the new world order and how the UK will make its presence felt as an independent group of countries is not at all clear." When the referendum was called, then Prime Minister and Remainer David Cameron assured Ms. Berman he would win comfortably, but she was uneasy. Referring to a vote the result of which came, like Brexit, as a blow to Brussels, she said, "I was never a fan of referendums as they're always unpredictable."